Hey guys, welcome back to Creative Gaming. This is a new series called First Hour First Impressions, and the game we are playing today is Gunfire Reborn on Steam, and it is still in early access, but I figured it's very playable, so I want to show it off to you guys. So, in this series, I'm going to be doing many different games I've never played before, games that I have played before, and games that I've played a little bit. So I will be going through, giving you my impressions, and playing basically the first hour, starting at the very beginning, on every game, no matter if I've played it before or not. I'm going to start completely over and give you my complete and honest impressions and reactions. So, let's get started, shall we? So with this game, Gunfire Reborn, I would say it's most similar to games such as Ziggurat and Immortal Redneck. It does have kind of an Asian twist to it, and obviously there are many differences. So when you first come in, and it has a very unique art style too. So to me, the art style is like a little bit more of a kiddie, cartoonish Borderlands 3 vibe. So anyway, you start here when you first start, and you can get a weapon out of this chest if you have the perks. So there's perks in the game. Now basically what it is, it's a roguelite sort of game where you go through these areas in the game. First we're in a tomb, and you work your way to get to the boss level. You defeat the boss, you go to a completely new area, a new zone, and you do the same thing. If you die, however, you have one life. If you die, it's over, you start completely over. But you get to keep this currency that you collect in the game to unlock, special powers. So everybody starts off with the kitty cat class, and the kitty cat class, he has a proper name, but I call him kitty cat class. He's known for his like spells and toxic grenades. So he can have the elemental, when you go through a level, you're able to level up and pick different skills. Now these are just temporary. Right here, what you're seeing, it's just temporary through your playthrough. So these are like bonuses, benefits, passives that you get during your run. Now each run it resets, and you have to start over. Like I said, the currency you collect during your run will transfer over to actual skills to make you do more damage, to make you be able to start with like for example, one of the skills is this arm support, and it lets you choose a gun besides the gun you start with. The gun you start with is just like your basic like pistol, like starter pistol. You have unlimited ammo, and you can fire it 8 times, and you reload it. Unlimited ammo, just your basic crappy starter pistol like in other games. But with this, you get a free random weapon to start. So let's just get right into it. You guys don't want to hear me talk about it, you just want to see it, and I'll talk about it during. So yeah, this game reminds me heavily of Ziggurat and Immortal Redneck, where you go through level, defeat the enemies, try to make it to the boss, and you just keep doing it over and over again. So I just did his like like a blast skill, and that you can only use it every so often. As you can see in the bottom middle of the screen, it's recharging. Now this thing I'm holding down the grenades right now. That's this arc, and it shows you the arc of where your grenade will go. So if you hold it down before you throw it, you'll see where it goes, and boom, there's the poison grenade that see, and it does damage over time. So it's I actually really enjoy the kitty cat class because of just his abilities. Now there's 3 classes. I think they are adding more right now in early access again. Just want to remind everybody, they are adding more. There's a whole like roadmap and everything. Like, it's pretty cool. They actually have a roadmap and everything detailing what they're going to do. So right now we only have this basic starter gun. Also, headshots have more chance to crit, as per any other game in the world. I always try to go for headshots. Also, if you press shift, you get a little dash, and it has a 3-second cooldown. You can only use it every 3 seconds to dash. Now, there are skills that let you dash more often. Temporary skills, I should say. So there are different varieties of guns in the game. There's different varieties of skills. There's just a lot of variety. And this is just all for one class. There's 2 others right now, and there's more coming. There is a like Kung Fu Bird class. They all have names, and I'll give you guys the proper names when we get back to the main menu. They all have different names, and then there's a dog who specializes in like dual guns. The bird specializes in like melee kung fu, and the cat specializes in like spells, nades, and just damage over time, elemental stuff. So in the game, there's going to be enemies with the blue bar. The blue bar means they have a shield, so if you don't finish them off, they will respawn their shield. Enemies right here with that yellow, that's armor. Now armor is like a shield, except for it doesn't regen. And also, and this is going to be getting into a little bit more detail, but there are like elemental resistances, so it's pretty basic. So a shield will take more damage from an electrical attack, and armor will take more damage from a poison attack. So, and fire is good versus flesh, so just a red bar, nothing else. Flesh. So we just got a lot of loot. We just got another gun, and again, when you're going through this game, it'll be a random guns, random drops, and each gun will have random stats on it. Right now, as you can see, it's called the Argus. It's 25% chance to recover 50% ammo to the mag when you kill an enemy. So when you kill an enemy, boom, 25% chance to recover half your mag ammo. It has a 100% effective range and 100% accuracy. So we just got it here, and if you press the menu key to open up your menu and see, you can see all the detailed information here. Obviously my head's blocking it. You can hold 2 weapons plus your starter gun here, the Foundry. So total of 3, and here's your ammo. So each weapon has a specific ammo type. So my Argus here has, here I'll put it there so you guys can see. My Argus here has large ammo. It's in blue. So here's my large ammo. Right now I have 60 out of the 120 capacity. Now, as you keep playing the game, you can get permanent skills to increase your max capacity and max crit chance and max elemental damage, whatever. I mean, there's so many skills. How much gold you earn in a level, how much resources you collect, things like that. And so there's 3 ammo types, and you can only hold 3 weapons, and you can pick and choose. You can toss away weapons that you don't want as you please. So this gun's kind of cool because it shoots like in a horizontal line, almost like a shotgun. So here, these here are temporarily passives. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're bad, and sometimes they're neutral. So this one called Ninja Invincibility. For each second that player doesn't deal any damage with weapons, 10% weapon damage, max 50. So if I'm walking around, let's get that. If I'm walking around, right, and the seconds pass by, the first enemy I shoot, it will be more damage. So obviously you can't then get the benefit until you stop firing. So I mean, there's just different scrolls like that, and again, they are only temporary through your run. Here's another one: weapon damage and skill damage plus 35% on normal hit. So if I don't crit, it's 35% more damage. Like, that's awesome. So when I'm not critting, that's good. Here's another one: Preemptive Strike. The first ammo in the mag deals 50% extra damage. So that's good for, like, you know, sniper rifles, bows, you know, because it's always going to be the first ammo. So essentially, if you have a sniper rifle or any of those like single target weapons, single ammo weapons, it will always deal 50% extra damage. Also, a way you could use it on other weapons is to fire your weapon, right? Fire weapon, then immediately reload, and boom, it's the first one in the mag again. So that's a little tip for you guys. And here we have a specialty weapon, Tiger Cannon. It's basically a rocket launcher. So we'll grab that. So we now have 2 weapons, and if you see here it says F, you can hit F to switch them. So if you're more comfortable with something on number 1 than number 2, you can switch them easily. So yeah, it takes special ammo. Right now your basic capacity, yeah, it's only 30. Not much, but that's just because you're starting out new. If you look in the top left, you'll see the Long Lean Tomb Stage 1, tells you where you're at, and it shows you the map. And underneath the map, it shows you the time, like the amount of time you've spent in this dungeon in your run, total amount of time you spent on the run. And then if you look at the top right, you see the gold icon, and then I think it's called Soul Essence, I believe, the turquoise currency. That's what you keep, and that's what you take if you die or if you fail. The gold is, you can spend gold at vendors to buy upgrades and guns and ammo and health during your run only. So here at the end of each stage you get a chest, and these are the temporary skills. Ascensions determine the direction of growth of this adventure, so this run. Level 3 Ascensions have powerful additional effects. Reasonably matched Ascensions, occult scrolls, and weapons can help you go further. So basically all it's saying is, see how it says acidic explosion level 1? So the next chest I get could possibly have an acidic explosion level 2, which makes it even more. You know, things like that. Wildfire 1, and then the next one could possibly be Wildfire level 2, and it'd be a more powerful version of this. So we have Electro Dominance is plus 40% lightning damage. So we can only choose one before we continue on to the next stage. So you only get 1 per chest, and you get 3 choices. These are temporary buffs to your character during your run. This acidic explosion, enemies affected by your smoke grenades explode after dying. That's pretty good. Wildfire 1. After killing enemy affected by an elemental effect, so my grenade that does poison, if they die, I get 40% rate of fire for 6 seconds, so my guns will deal damage faster. This one's actually pretty good, so I'm going to pick that one. Now, here you can see your temporary skill tree. Well, not really a skill tree, but you know what I mean. So, Elemental has all the different ones that you could possibly get during a run. Smoke, this focuses on your smoke grenades, which smoke grenade, doing a smoke grenade build during your run is really good. You just toss a nade in and let the dot work, the damage over time. And then this one focuses on your orb. So if you level it up right, you can like just shoot many of these orbs, like boom, boom, boom. So let's go on to the next stage. Long Lean Tomb, Stage 2. Like I said, once you get to the end, then you have to deal with the boss. And, yeah, if you defeat him, you get a bunch of loot and weapons and things like that. And then you move on to the next stage, where harder enemies await you. So, like I said, I don't know if it's classified as a rogue-like or a rogue-lite. I would assume it's a rogue-lite. But you do keep something when you die. You keep your soul essence. So right here is a craftsman. As highly skilled craftsmen, they can enhance weapons or reforge weapons, Gemini inscriptions. So you see I have 120 coins, that goal I was talking about. I can either buy stuff from a vendor, or when I see the craftsman in the level, I can enhance my currently equipped guns. So right here it says enhance this Argus weapon. For 100 gold, and it goes from damage 94 to damage 106. So, and then you can keep leveling it up if you have the proper amount of money, and yeah, you just keep going. I could upgrade this if I had 200. So the higher level, see it Argus +1, the higher level it is, the more money it will be to upgrade it. But if you find a weapon that you're so comfortable with, a weapon that you love, that weapon that you think is OP, then it's worth upgrading. Especially a weapon that has good stats. See these green stats? Now some of them will have blue stats and some of them will have gold stats. Those are like later down the line when you get lucky and get a good drop, a good stat. So think Borderlands 3 when it comes to weapons and all the different stats that each weapon could possibly have, right? There's lots of similarities to that game, not only just the art style, but yeah. So guys, that was part 1 of my first hour first impressions video on Gunfire Reborn. Sorry. I will be doing a full hour on this, so I'm going to stop legit right here. I'm not going to play without you guys. That's my promise to you. I'm not playing any of these first hour first impressions games. I'm not playing without doing it for you guys. I'm not going to do anything on my own. I'm not going to do any research on my own. If it's a game I've never played before, nothing. So that's my promise to you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back. I'm trying to do videos every day for you. I'd love if you check out some of my videos down in the description. I have a playlist of tons of Subnautica content. If you're into that sort of thing, check it out. Let me know which one of my Subnautica cribs is your favorite. I would love to hear any and all feedback from you. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next time in part 2 for Gunfire Reborn, first hour, first impressions. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.